Hello and welcome to another episode of Places of Norwich, and we're here to explore another place of Norwich. This time we're here at Strangers Hall. So this place, this is a museum, only opens on a Sunday and a Wednesday at very awkward times, so I'm going to have a look in there. So it was a home for wealthy merchants and some former mayors of Norwich for hundreds of years, and as I said, it's now a museum. And the name comes from probably most likely named after a group of settlers from the Low Countries like Holland and Belgium, who were invited to Norwich to bolster the ailing weaving industry here in Norwich. And probably used the hall as a base, or some lived here, I don't know. They were known as the Strangers, that's why they were here. And by 1579 about 6,000 lived in Norwich. So this is the Strangers Hall. We're going into that doorway right there. Oh, just to let you guys know, there's probably a chance that I won't be able to film in here, so I'll be talking over some photos and that. So, let's go anyway, shall we? So we're entering the doorway. This is the courtyard of Strangers Hall. We're going up that door, I think. So the first room we come across as we enter through the main doors is the main hall. And the main hall was built around 1450 by a man called William Barley. He was a rich cloth merchant, and 80 years later though, Nicholas Southerton added features like the crown post roof, which you can see at the top, and then also the bay windows. Southerton was a rich grocer and a mayor around 1539. In the main hall, you can see right now displayed is a 16th century feast, which was made to impress guests. But you might notice there's no forks. There's a spoon provided, but guests were apparently told to bring their own knives. On the wall is a portrait of Elizabeth Buxton. She's never actually lived here though, so I have no idea why she's up here. Maybe she's connected somehow through a family member who once lived here. I have no idea. So we go up the stairs, which was installed by a man called Francis Cock, who was another grocer and a mayor. He remodelled this next room, which is the Walnut Room. And the Walnut Room is, so called because the furniture was made of walnut, the wood, which was imported overseas. It just demonstrate how wealthy these people were. He would use this room as a small private sitting room. And you can see two clocks. Now, these clocks are pretty useless because until the development of a pendulum, clocks couldn't tell the time, so they were more used for decoration. So coming out of the Walnut Room, back onto the stairways, we've got this big carpet thing here. So that is a turkey work carpet, which is a rare survival of an important branch of the local textile industry. Local weavers in Norwich were made to rival the expense of foreign exports. So in this bedroom here, we can see this is a lady's bedroom, which is of Emma Payne. This is Emma Payne's bedroom, and who Emma Payne is? She's the wife of Joseph Payne, who was another mayor of Norwich in 1660, so around the Civil War. These bed hangings are replicas and are hand-woven in fabric called Dornix. This is a fabric that Norwich was once a major producer of, apparently. You can see a mirror here and a cushion. So this was hand-stitched by the young ladies, which spent hours making these things. And apparently it relates to the Restoration period and commemorates the marriage of King Charles II. So the next room then, this is a bed chamber, and a little one. I think this must be for children. Apparently you can make the bed here if you want to. So there's a lot of layers to go. So up the stairs, I can see this really interesting picture on the wall. I have no idea what this is, but it's kind of creepy. I don't know why this is here. Shows like a man go through from childhood to death, basically. It's kind of weird. So next room then, up the stairs, this is the Great Chamber, and is likely to be Joseph Payne's room that he conducted his business and entertained fellow aldermen. So Joseph, you can see on the wall, there's his picture there. Joseph was born in Norwich and became a leading city figure and became a sheriff in like 1654 before becoming the mayor in 1660. And you can also see his initials and the date on the fireplace. So you can see on the table here, there's a lot of interesting things. The table cloth thing is actually a carpet. That's right, it's a luxury item apparently. So it's a pile carpet that was imported from the Middle East. And they placed it on the table instead of the floor because they don't want it to be dirty because it's just too expensive. Downstairs we go then, guys. So this is a Georgian dining room, apparently. So it's a lot fancier than the rooms we've just been in. So this is around 1748. Apparently the hall became officially a lodging for a judge, basically. And this room was redesigned as a dining room. So apparently they removed the old style windows and replaced by these deep sash windows. The chandelier also apparently dates around 1765 and is another sign of status and wealth. So next room, just next door pretty much, is the Regency music room. So it has a load of instruments here. A lot of unusual ones were very popular at the time, including this harp, lute, guitar thing. So we cross back into the Great Hall here, and across to the next room, which is this parlour. The parlour here, you can see right now, is added in the 15th century. And you can see it set as a christening party. So in 1696, apparently this baby here is supposed to be William Bosley, who was born to John and Abigail Bosley. You can still see here, there's a load of food, drink, gifts, very posh ones, by the way, to celebrate the occasion. We're in an area of toys, like Victorian toys. Look at these doll houses. Beautiful. And then we got over here look at this. Lovely toys. And then we got another dollhouse. So this hall, this museum, is supposed to boast to having a large collection of Victorian and Edwardian toys. Lovely looking things. They came 2 by 2. Next room here, this really tiny room here, which is called the morning room. Apparently, the lady of the house would sit here and sew and write letters. And the furniture dates around the 1830s, so we're around the Victorian age now. The next room, right next door, is the Victorian dining room. It is a very fancy one, and the focal point here was for family entertainment. There's just stuff everywhere. There's all sorts of ornaments, just to show off, really. There's loads of things here. So the next room here is the nursery, and I think it's obvious what it's for. Apparently the toys here, a lot of the toys here was only for Sunday use only. Bizarre. I kind of strict, if you ask me. You can only play these toys for Sunday. And this room is the parlour, which is another parlour, which is heart of the home for the mistress. Look at this. This is the old walls of the house. Look at this. An old window there, looking out onto the street. And the original wooden walls. It's amazing. Beautiful place. Downstairs we go, and we're in the Southerton room. It's just that man again. So Nicholas Southerton, as I said, he was another mayor, I think. And you can see his initials, which is on the fireplace here, on the beam. And this room, the Southerton room, was originally a counting room in Tudor times. Now it's just a kitchen, apparently. At least it's made to look like one. And we're looking at like the 1800s equipment here. And then we're here at the oldest part of the house. This is the Undercroft. Now, it's probably dated around 14th century, which was built for a merchant called Ralph de Milton. And what an undercroft is basically a place to secure storage. There are doors across the house here that lead to nowhere. I think this one is one of them. That is the legacy of Leonard Bolingbroke. He bought the hall in 1899, and he basically saved the house from being demolished. And then in 1922, he presented it to the city of Norwich, and they basically made it a museum of domestic life, and it's been like that ever since. So we have to thank Leonard Bolingbroke for giving us the house as it is. Right, we're outside now. We're going into the garden. These Georgian door cases. Here we are then. We're in the gardens. This Georgian knot garden here. Beautiful. We're actually sandwiched. Well, we're surrounded by I think St. Gregory Church there. We've got the Madder Market over here. This place, it's really beautiful. And that concludes our walk around Strangers Hall thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.